Yo guys, what's up? Today I am going to be showing you my bank. Now I didn't actually plan on making this video, but in the future I thought it might be a good idea to make another bank video and then look back on this one and see how well I improved. So this is basically what this video has been made for, and also I'm going to be explaining some goals that I do have on this account. These goals will be both skill and wealth goals. So anyway, let's just get into the bank video. So basically in this tab, starting off, we have everything that doesn't belong in any other tab. So as you can see, we have some Tokkul up here, and we also have some useless polypore spores. These are worth like 2 GP each, and I thought it would be a good idea to buy like 100k of them, just so that it looks nice in the bank. Also, we have some Ascension fragments that we got from the Ascension monsters. Might actually go back there one day and then get 100k of these, just also once again so it looks nice in the bank. I don't know why I like stuff in stacks of 100k, but I have seen some people on Reddit have loads of other items in stacks of 100k, so I thought I might as well do that myself. But anyway, we have a crystal teleport seed here, we have some Barrow's gloves, we have a sapphire lantern which I use as my primary light source if I have to go into a cave or something. Here we have some heads, and as you can see I have 4 abyssal demon heads. I used to camp abyssal demons a lot back in the day, and I used to camp them when their whips were worth like 3 mil, so that's where I used to get the majority of my money from. So that is why I have so many head drops. On top of that, we also have a Kurask head and a KBD head. I got this KBD head within like 10 kills of killing him. I had a few of them to kill for a Reaper task, so I just went there and I ended up getting this as one of the drops. So I think I got pretty lucky on that. Also, another one that I got pretty lucky on was this green dragon egg. I got this whilst getting a clip for one of my videos. I think it was my 1-99 range video. It's actually shown in the video me getting this green dragon egg, so go take a look at that if you really want to. On top of that, I also have 2 bird's eggs which I got from the Miscellanea Kingdom. They usually give them in the nests, so you can get them from there if you want to get one. I don't really know what you're supposed to do with these eggs. I think you're supposed to put them in an incubator in your house. So when I'm bothered, I'll probably do so, and I'll probably hang up these heads in my house as well. Once I get 99 construction, I want to do like a complete makeover of my house, just so that it looks nice, and just so that it can have every useful thing that you can get out of your house inside there. But anyway, moving on, we have a Hellcat, a Ghostspeak amulet, some keepsake keys that I'm going to be using in the future, and we also have some of the items that you can get from the tasks, such as the Ardown cloak, the Explorer's ring, and the Karamja gloves. We have 3 clue scrolls, 1 medium, 1 hard, and 1 elite. I have them here just stored because I never do clue scrolls and I never get anything good from them, and I also never plan on doing clue scrolls ever. So I just keep them here so it prevents them from dropping and showing me a golden loot beam on the floor, because it is really annoying when you're bossing and you think you've gotten a good drop, but really instead you've just gotten a clue scroll. I know that they can drop, you know, the shadow dyes and stuff that are worth like 1 bill, but I'm just never going to get one of those, and it's really not worth the time and effort, at least in my opinion, so I'm probably just never going to do them. Here we have some Barrow's amulets that I got from a quest that I recently did. Probably going to end up using them when I go to do them in my Road to All Boss Drop series. Here we have some fishes from the Prif waterfall fishing. We also have a couple of Dwarven ram hammers. This can be used to get some bonus XP in mining, I think. We have some fishing bait to use at barbarian fishing, and I also got this flaming head from Treasure Hunter the other day. This is a purple drop. It basically just makes your head look like it's on fire. Just look at this. It looks pretty decent, to be honest, but I'm probably never going to use it, because why would I? Apart from if I was going to use it as a keepsake, but I don't plan on doing that, so yeah, there's no real point of me having it. Just keep it in the bank. Also, I have a lava ball from getting a certain amount of reputation in the New Goddess Dungeon 2. You can get this from the Zamorakan faction if you want one of these. Have my exoskeleton, which I'm probably never going to use since I'm 99 thieving and have no interest of getting 200 million. Got a coal bag here that I got for the sole purpose of making a video. Got a raptor key, some weapon gizmos and armor gizmos, incandescent energy, ring of kinship, and at the bottom here I just have some items that I'm using in a video that I'm making, so don't worry about that just yet. Moving on to my second tab, which is my potions tab. Starting off, we have some overload potions and an overload flask. Then we have my supreme overload potions, which are the main ones that I use for bossing, along with my replenishment potions. If I don't use these two, I'm either using my holy overload potion or my searing overload potion. The main thing I use my searing overload potion for is QBD, and if I'm not doing QBD and I'm doing something like Kriara or Krill, I'll be using my holy overload potion. Also have some Wormfire potions over here, just in case I get them as a task. Next up, we just have a bunch of extreme potions, just one of each. And then we have some prayer potions, some Sorrow flasks, which I'm starting to use a lot more now that I'm doing Araxor and learning Nex and also doing Telos. We have some super restore flasks and potions, also some prayer renewal flasks and potions. And here we just have some placeholders for when I want to make more overloads. As you can see, we just have these extremes in doses of 3. So we have some extreme strengths all the way to extreme ranges here. We got a bunch of extreme attacks which I made from 90 to like 96. And then we just have a bunch of random potions. We have some super energy, super anti-fire, summoning potions, anti-poisons. We have some super anti-poisons here. We have a bunch of super anti-poisons. What's this? Yo, that's worth over 1 mil. What the fuck? That's getting sold. Taking that out right now. I never use super anti-poison, so I don't even know why that's even there. Anyway, we have 118k vials. As I mentioned before, over 100k, so that looks nice. I think I bought 100k, and then the rest of the 18k from that is just vials that I've used in the past and like decanted into 4-dose potions. So yeah, that's why I have so many vials. Have some prayer flasks here that I'm never going to use. Same for adrenaline. Some super attacks, super strengths. I don't know why I have them. Also have some replenishment potions and supreme overload potions in doses of 5, which I plan on using in the future. In the next tab, we have my summoning tab. Now this is where I keep all my summoning things. Over 100k pouches. We have some spirit shards just in case we need them. We have a bunch of charms. I've stopped picking up charms ages ago, so I could have a lot more than this. But I never pick up charms anymore just because they take up space in my inventory. I really only pick up charms if I'm doing things such as Nex or Araxor, so that is where they come from nowadays. Also, we have a bunch of random pouches. We have a granite lobster pouch, which I'm going to be using for fishing all the way up to 99. We have some spirit kiats, some unicorns, magpie for some reason, nightmare Mazpa for some reason, lava titan, which I can use for mining, I think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's mining that you use the lava titan for. We have my yak pouches, which are the main pouches that I use. Steel titan pouches, I use these sometimes at glaciers and stuff. Iron titan pouch, no idea why it's there. Same for the bunyip. Probably going to remove them after the video's done. And then we just have the scrolls for the pouches. Got a bunch of Steel of Legends, Healing Auras, and the Winter Storage Scrolls. Moving on to the next tab. I don't really know what this tab is. It just basically contains all my skill capes and food. So as you can see at the top here, we just have some rocktail, shark, lobster, which I never use and really have no idea why it's there. And also this tuna potato. Still don't know why it's there, but it is. And then we basically just have all my skill capes. Also have some brawlers over here, which I should use. I have a couple of agility ones, which will come in useful when I get 99 in that. And I also have some shards, which I really just want to get rid of. What you have to do with these is you'd have to combine a certain amount of them, and then you can make a cape depending on which ones you combined. So I just want to get 99 in all skills just to get rid of these. But anyway, not much going on in this tab. Let's just move on to the next one, which is my runes and teleports. I have over 1000 of each rune, and I also have a bunch of teleports just in case I need them. Never really use most of these teleports. I just use the home teleport to get me to places. But it's always nice just to have these there just in case you want to get to somewhere in particular. For example, Varrock, like the Varrock lodestone isn't in the middle of Varrock and the Varrock teleport tab is. So it's useful if I want to get to places quicker. As for my other teleports like Miscellanea, I can just teleport there if I want to check on my kingdom quickly. Obviously the God Was Dungeon 2 teleport comes in useful a lot as well. But yeah, again, not much to say about this tab. Just a lot of runes, a lot of teleports. Time to move on to my next one, which is basically my random shit version 2. It's just random shit that I have that is somewhat useful. So as you can see, my fire capes, my ferocious rings, my ring of wealth, just in case I want to get to somewhere. I have these D&D tokens which I should really use, but I just have no idea what to use them on. For the weekly one, I'm probably going to use it on Tears of Gothics, but I just can't be bothered to do that yet. But anyway, here we have some lucky stuff that we got from Treasure Hunter. We got the Chaotic Claw, the Bando's Godsword, the Chaotic Longsword, and the Hood of Subjugation. Probably going to end up disassembling these for some components. I wonder if they actually give them, I'm not quite sure. Actually, let's just check now. See if they actually do give components, because if they do, I'm just going to disassemble them right now. No, they can't be disassembled. Okay, so I wish they did, because I'm never going to really use them ever. It would be really cool if you could just hand them in for some money, because as I said, I'm never going to be using them. But anyway, where were we? Let's see. Shards of Armadillo. If you get 100 of these, you can make a Armadillo battle staff, so that's what I'm saving up for. And also these are dropped from glaciers, so I just keep them in my bank whenever I'm going to be doing glaciers. Have a Zamorak insignia and the Slisk one. My Charming Imp, which comes in useful all the time. As I said before, I don't really pick up charms, but if I do have my charming imp on me, I have it so that he keeps the charms, and this just gives me summoning XP straight away instead of having to use the charms. So I guess he comes in useful for that. Have my Dark Light for whenever I need to use it. My Silverhawk boots, I'm probably going to use this to train up agility, but I don't really know. It's really expensive to get agility XP by using this. But then again, agility is such a boring skill to train, so I might have to do it. I could probably do it whilst training up my other skills to get 99, but I don't know, we'll see in the future. We have an Ascension Signet here, which I plan on doing in the future sometime. I'm not sure when. I got this ages ago and just forgot about it. So hopefully we'll be able to make our very own Ascension crossbow out of this, but not sure yet. We have some Vampire Fangs, which I can probably make into Nihil pouches by using these Elder Charms. I'll probably do that after this video, because that's a nice 2 mil right there. Got some Viswax to extend my auras. Got my Fishing Rod-O-Matic so I can train up my invention whilst training up my fishing as well. Got my Myth Grapple to get into the Prif fishing area. Also got some Triskelion Fragments. Got my Musper Spines. Some Elder Energy as well as some Elder Charms, Protein Memories and Protein Planks, which I'm going to use on Double XP Weekend, which should come around on September, I think. I'm pretty sure it should be in September, either September or like late June. Could be early August as well, they usually do it around that time. But anyway, got my Golden War Priest of Sarah. I never really use it, but it's nice to have. And I also have my War Priest of Bandos and Zamorak as well. I recently disassembled my Armadillo set for some components, but then I realized that you're supposed to have a higher invention level than what I currently have to use them, so it kind of was useless for me. But I'm probably going to end up disassembling these for them components as well, because they'll probably come in useful in the future. And as I said, I never even used my Golden War Priest set, so why would I just use the normal War Priest set? So in the future, I'll probably just end up disassembling them. Have some magic logs here for some reason. Have my ancient ceremonial set here, as long as my frozen key to get into the next area. Got a demon horn necklace and 2 bone crushers, because I didn't realize when I bought my second bone crusher that I already had bought a bone crusher. So I was kind of kicking myself when I bought that, because it was like 35k dungeoneering tokens. Got my Tuckle Zo and some advanced pulse cores, which I bought from the treasure hunter. Only bought a few keys because I thought that would come in handy for construction, which I plan on training soon. And now it's time to move on to my last tab, which is my PVMing tab. At the top, as you can tell, I have all of my auras. So here's the Penance, Festive, Master Jack of Trades aura, which I probably should use, but I just never have. I know it gives you free XP, so I probably should use it in the future, but I usually just really can't be bothered. We have a Supreme Poison Purge aura, which I thought would be a great idea to use at Greg when it came out. So I bought it, took it to Greg, and it turns out it just does not work there. So it was just a huge waste of loyalty points, which I can never get back, but I mean, hey, it was worth a shot. I have my Supreme Brawler aura, which increases melee accuracy, a Dark Magic aura, which I got just to test out. I just had some spare loyalty points. I still haven't tested it out, so I have no idea what it does. I have a Supreme Runic Accuracy aura, which gives accuracy to magic. On top of that, I also have an Illumination aura, which is 100% on my next activation, so I'll probably do that either today or tomorrow. I have my Vampirism aura, and I also have my Supreme Sharpshooter aura, which is probably the one that I use the most, as it provides accuracy to range, and its extend cost is only 40 Viswax, so that's really cheap, so it extends it to 2 hours instead of 1. But apart from that, we also have an Araxite Pheromone, which I use every time I go to Araxor. We have some Dragonbane Bolts, which I use for QBD mainly. We have some Araxite Arrows that I use with my Noxious Longbow, some Ascensions, which I should probably sell since I don't have Ascensions anymore. And we also have some Roll Bolts as well, which I don't use either since I have my Noxious Longbow. I have some Sign of Life that I use occasionally when I'm doing Telos and Araxor, just so I don't die stupidly. Got my Shard of Zaros that I usually take to Nihil's and Gorda's Dungeon. Ectophile to get to Araxor quickly. Got my 6th Age Circuit, Mighty Slayer Helmet. Now here is where the big armor starts. We have my Tetsu, which I don't really know why I bought, since I could have just bought this Malevolent right here. At the time I didn't realize that it was tank armor, but I don't really know when I'm going to be using this in the future. I guess it does have some purpose if it sells for a lot. If you guys know what it's mainly used for, just let me know in the comments and I'll try it out. Knowing my luck, it's probably something like Raids or Rots or Virago or something like that. Those are just 3 things that I really can't be bothered to do. But anyway, we have full Tectonic, full Malevolent, and full Serenic. I usually just use these when I'm bossing. If I ever do something other than bossing, like a Slayer task, I just use my Augmented Armadillo at the bottom. But before we get to that, I also have 3 of each of the combat boots. I have my Blood Amulet of Fury, my Amulet of Souls, Reaper necklace, my ring of death, death touch bracelet, royal crossbow. Don't know why that's here since I never use that anymore. Let's just move that up. My chaotic staff that I use for magic. My augmented noxious bow, which I added some random perks to, which is basically useless. I just augmented it so it would actually have something and give me some invention XP. And as I mentioned before, I have my augmented armadillo, and I also have this Bando's war shield, which I use to act, well, as a shield whenever I'm doing bosses that need some defensive abilities. Now in my last tab, I just have loot from my Road to All Boss Drop series. There are some new drops that will be included in the next episode of that, so I am not going to show you that tab. If you want to see what that tab contains, just take a look at my series, and it will basically just contain all of the drops that I have got in that series. But anyway, that is the end of this bank video. Hopefully by the time I do this next bank video, I have all 3 noxious weapons. That is my goal for the next one. And also that I have gained at least like 499s before I record the next bank video. I think that's easily possible. The one that I'm probably going to get first is probably fishing. Yeah, I'd definitely say fishing. Fishing, hunter, construction, and possibly agility. I don't even know. I guess we'll see the next time I do this. Oh wait, no, invention will probably be one that I will get to 99 before the others. That should be a pretty easy one to do, as I'm just going to be bossing a lot throughout the next couple of months, and I can just train it up by augmenting my things. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you're new, and peace!